Hello, guys. Welcome to our evening live trading session. Okay. So here, this is where we are going to be analyzing the market. Okay, teaching you how you can start analyzing the market and then placing trades together. Okay, but there's an important news that is coming around by 7 p.m. sharp. All right. So I want all of us to anticipate the trade together. All right. So here I have my co-host, Biodun. You guys are already familiar with him. Biodun, please say hi to the viewers.
Hi everyone, good evening. Welcome again to another training section. As we don't forget that you can always drop your questions, suggestion. If you have any trade you want us to open, you want us to analyze, please just drop your suggestion in the chat box, and we'll be reading it out for Leo to work on. Don't forget, if you have any question, don't be too shy to drop. Just drop it there and we'll attend to it.
All right, thank you, Biodun. Okay,
Yeah.
guys. So please, if you haven't found your account, go and fund right now. Okay, we are expecting a volatile movement. Okay, the FOMC news is happening around 7 on the dot. Okay, guys, if you have a balance above $15, you can sell. Okay, I want us to anticipate on this together. You can sell XAUUSD gold. Start selling now. All right. So we have this liquidity here. The market is going to trigger this liquidity and it's going to sell. Okay. So based on the previous data from the FOMC, we are the forecast is predicting a sell. All right. And then we have this confirmation here on our technical analysis. All right. But if you have a low balance, please, you can fund. All right. You see, it's happening already. It's happening already. If you have a low balance, you can wait for the market to trigger here. Okay. So I'll tell you when to sell. But if you have an account above $20, above $15, you can sell. All right. So it's happening, guys. It's happening already. We are in. I'm currently running on profit, guys. My trade is running on profit. You see, this is why I said, come and join the premium group. Okay. My premium members, I already gave the signal to them. I already told them the previous analysis says the market is going to sell. Look at what is going on. See, this is a live account. This is a real account. Look at what is going on here, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is dollars printing. All right. So I use small lot size. All right. So let me just close a position. You see, this is $4 sharp. Or let me even close everything. Okay, no, let me leave this. Let me leave this to run into profit. Guys, you see, we are not playing here. We are not playing. We are not playing. That is money printing. All right. Come and join premium group. You say no. If you are able to place the trade, congratulations, you are in deep profit. You can close positions. Okay. If you took this trade with me, you are in a very big profit right now. You can close positions. Okay. You can close positions. You can close some positions. Okay. So guys, it's still happening. It's still happening. We have another one coming around 7:30 p.m. Okay. I think that's about 27 minutes from now. If you were not able to take this, don't worry. We have another one coming around 7:30 p.m. Okay, in the next 27 minutes. So we are going to place another one live here. All right. Okay. So this is the 2-hour time frame. Let me go to a lower time frame so that you see this better. You see, look at the impact, guys. Look at the impact. Look at the impact. Look at what the entry gave us. Look at the profit. This is profit. We sold. And look at this. The market is still going down. Okay. Guys, I just want us to make money before we go into learning. You understand? Money is important. You see, I have to come earlier. The evening session is scheduled for 7 p.m. All right, but I had to make it earlier so that you guys can also profit from this, because I know I already promised trading it together on our evening session. Okay, so guys, if you are still on this trade, I will advise you to close. Okay, I'll advise you to close. This is the news we are trading. Okay, so you can just decide to start going up now, though the data is suggesting that the market will go down even further. All right. Okay. So it's still happening. It's still happening. You see, I was anticipating for this since morning, and I couldn't even place other trades, right? So anytime we have major events like this, I want to be sure that I'm not holding a trade to that event, right? I can take a trade when the time to the event is when we are getting um, to the time the event is going to start. But I don't take trades that will run into the event. It's very dangerous. All right. So you see, it's affecting all the USD pairs. Look at this. This is even higher than what is going on in the gold. You see, I drew this out. He came, tap on it, and start buying. So look at this. Look at the impact, guys. Look at the impact. Look at this. So let's go back to our gold. So guys, if you are still on the trade, you can close some positions, okay? But I'm sure this market will still go, will still come all the way here because there's a liquidity sitting around this area. So the market is going to make an entry from there. That's why I said if you are on this trade, please make sure you close positions, okay? So the market can just decide to come here before the other news, okay, before it starts raining to the downside, all right? So I think we've tried. I think we've tried. We made, a few dollars. So now let's go to, what we are here for. So we're able to make some dollars on this. So now it's time to learn. All right. It's time to learn. So you see, AUDCHF. In fact, it's affecting almost all the currency pairs. It's the USD. So the USD is a very strong currency. Okay. Whatever is affecting the USD is like when you are comparing all the currencies together. USD is like when all the currencies are brought together. USD is like half stronger than all of them. Okay, so if you divide the strongness of all the currency, only USD alone owns the half. Okay, so that is why when we have any news, any major news, it affects almost all the currency pairs. Okay, it affects almost all the currency pairs. This is the Canadian dollar against the CHF. Okay, Swiss franc. Look at this. It affected it also. All right. So guys, let's continue from where we stopped yesterday. Okay, so I'll be watching the time. When it's 7:30, we'll look for another setup. Okay, we would look for another setup. So yesterday we talked about how to plot your support and your resistance, right? How to plot support and resistance and how to get your market reversals. Okay, so today we are going to continue from where we stopped. All right, we are going to continue from where we stopped. So yesterday I remember saying I always make my analysis from the higher time frame. Okay, so most of the time, most of my analysis I take it from the 4-hour time frame down to the lower time frames. Okay, so I can decide to take the trade from any of the lower time frames after my analysis is done on the higher time frame, right? But it's not necessarily you go to the 4-hour time frame. What I do mostly on the 4-hour time frame is just to get my overall trend direction. Okay, my overall trend direction. I want to know where um, the trend is heading to. Okay, the direction where the trend is heading to. So right now, this is an uptrend. Okay, this is an uptrend. That means the market will continue to go up. Right. So this is the 4-hour time frame, and this is an uptrend. Okay. All right. This is an uptrend. So now I go to the lower time frame to get a proper look at what is going on. Okay. So let me go to the 30-minute time frame. All right. So this is the news affecting this market right now. All right. So let's go to even more lower time frame, 15-minute time frame. So we have this trend line laying around here. Guys, I hope you take your time to learn or go over everything we talked about yesterday. Yeah? I hope you guys took your time to go over everything, drawing your support, your resistance, and your trade lines. Okay. So if you have any question, you can ask, okay? Just make sure you ask, and let myself or Mr. Biodon attend to you. All right? So today, let's make more analysis, okay? So because the best way to start doing this yourself is if you know you can practice more on making your own analysis. Okay. So by tomorrow, by the grace of God, by tomorrow, I will restart all the whole thing from the beginning. All right. So by tomorrow, if you are here and maybe you are just joining us for the first time and you don't understand, all of this, don't worry. Tomorrow I'll be restarting everything from the beginning. All right. From the root. Okay. Let me put it that way. From the root. From where you'll be learning about, what forex means, right? But for now, let's just do everything we did yesterday. For those of us that were present yesterday, okay. So it's important that we continue so that you don't forget everything we talked about. So let's make more analysis. All right, let's make more analysis. You see, I'm just using one eye to check my time. This is 7:14. Okay. I don't want to miss the other entry. It's very important. I don't want to miss the other entry. So let's make more analysis. All right. Let's make more analysis. So you see how the FOMC news is affecting the USD. Yeah. Okay. So why this is happening is because the data for the USD is strong. Okay. The data for the USD is strong. All right. So it's suggesting a bullish for the USD. So how this goes is now this is Euro USD. Okay. So any currency paired or associated with the USD, if the USD is the quote currency, okay, like this, you remember quote currency from our evening sessions. The quote currency, that is the currency at the back, and the base currency, which is the currency in the front. Okay. So if the USD is the quote currency, the market is going to sell. All right. That is if the data from the USD is strong. All right. And if the USD is our base currency, then it's going to buy. All right. So let's check on other pairs where USD is the base currency. Okay. So let's check pairs where USD. Okay. So this is USD Okay. Let's use USD You see what I'm talking about? You see, the market bought. You see, the market bought. All right. So we sold because we sold on gold because USD is the base, is the quote currency. Okay, XAU, the gold is the base currency in this case. So that is why we sold the XAU USD. Okay, so assuming it was the USD CAD we wanted to take our entry on, we would have bought. Okay, because the data from the FOMC now is indicating a strong momentum for the USD. All right. So, guys, Let's continue our analysis. All right. So, I'm going to make a fresh analysis on GBP NZD, and then I'll be showing you how to take entries. All right. So, first thing, I want to go to my higher time frame to see what is going on. This is a sell trend. Okay. This is a sell trend. So the reason why it is not so important to look at, all of these is because most of the time when you are, getting a sell trend, the sell doesn't just go for some minute and then, start buying. Yeah. Okay. Let me use the daily time frame as an example. Let me make the example from the daily time frame. This is the 1 day time frame. Okay. So look at this. In the forex market, you can easily guess your next candle, but what you can't predict is, how far the candle is going to go down. All right. So how I make my analysis very easy. I mean, getting the daily market direction is coming to the higher time frame. Okay. So immediately I see something like this, okay, without any support or resistance around this area, I knew the market is going to continue to go down. Okay. And a candle here takes 24 hours to finish printing. Okay. So this is where my resistance is. So this is what I do every time we have a new candle. Okay. And then we have a new open candle by 10 p.m. Okay. A new candle opens by 10 p.m. Okay. So by 10 p.m., a new candle is going to start forming. All right. And this market is going to continue to sell. It's coming to this support zone. All right. It's coming to this support zone. So after doing this, I want to get an open and this close. Okay. For my next candle. This is what I do every day. And then I wait for the open candle. So when I have the open candle, I just want to get, where the market is going to reverse from, right? So I try to draw my support or my resistance zones out. So when the candle opens, it retests that area and then start going down, okay? So this is a premium analysis I'm showing you guys, all right? This is a premium analysis I'm showing you guys. But if you don't understand and you want me to make a better explanation, go and deposit $200. Go and fund your account with $200. All right. So if you fund with $200, you get the benefit of having a one-on-one session with me, a 1 hour one-on-one session where I'll be making a better detailed explanation on all of these. All right. So let's continue with our analysis. Now the 4 hour time frame is giving us a sell trend. Okay, the 4 hour time frame is giving us a sell trend. So now what we want to do is we want to get where the market would reject from. Okay, we want to see if there's any way we can draw our support or resistance or even our trend line. So actually the three can actually happen. Okay, we have a support around this area. Let me zoom on that. You see, we have a support here. We have this previous rejection. Then the candle came all the way, went all the way up to this area. And then it came down to this level and then start going up again. Okay, this is the 1 hour time frame. All right. This is the 1 hour time frame. So what we want to do now is, do this, draw out our support level. Okay. So drawing out the resistance is not necessary. Okay. It's not necessary because this is a running market and the market is heading to one direction. That is a downtrend. Okay. So in fact, there's no way you can actually draw your resistance. Look at the market, it's just coming down. If I should draw it here, what about this? Okay, the market can just decide to come all the way here before it makes, it continues its downtrend movement. So the best thing to do here is to look for, points where you can draw your trend line. Okay. You see, this is making sense now, isn't it? It's making sense. So I have that upper trend line. That is my resistance. Okay. Right. So this is my lower resistance level. Okay. You see the way I'm making my analysis? Analysis is very easy. In fact, it is the most easiest when it comes to forex trading. Okay, the entry is what is a bit hard. So I have another point around these areas. You see, I have this, and then I have this. So let's see if we can get a connection on that also. And let's see if the market is going to reverse or is going to react to this. So a few minutes to another, high impact, right? In a few minutes, we'll go to the gold and see if we can sell again, okay? Because the FOMC um, would happen 2 times. The first one has happened already. That's the FOMC report. Oh, sorry, the first one that happened is the FED, okay? They are all under FOMC. So now we are going to be getting the other report. Okay. So what I want to do here is I want to wait for this to get here. All right. So whatever I get here is where or what I'm going to be making my decisions on. Okay. So if I get a rejection here, you remember our rejection candle formation. Let me zoom on that. A rejection, something like this. Okay. Something like this, but inverted. Okay. This is facing down. I want something that will be facing up when it gets here. All right. Or a candle formation showing a down momentum. Okay. Guys, excuse me for a bit. Just a moment.
Hello, guys. I hope you have your accounts ready. You have made a deposit. All you need to do is a $15 deposit, and you'll be added to the premium group. Now, another thing I also want to add is this. If you look at the news coming out 7 p.m., 7:30, we always have weeks coming out every week, the news coming out every week. Now, is another thing to know about the news, is also another thing to be able to interpret the news, to know whether it is a buy or a sell. So one of the advantage of the premium group is that when you join the premium group, you don't need to bother yourself about the news because Leo will be the one discussing the news, telling you the date of the news and time, and he'll be interpreting the news to you. I'm sure that I have few friends that have lost some money just within this 10 minutes that they joined. They were looking at an opportunity to buy instead of a sell. And if you look at the Leo prediction, it's always very accurate. And because he has years of experience when it comes to trading. So with this, if you join the premium group, you don't need to bother yourself about cracking your brain on where the direction of the market will be going to. So Leo is doing all the hard work for you. Whether you are a newbie, a seasoned trader, even if you don't know how to trade, there are some days where I don't have time to analyze, but all I need to do is to look at the signals Leo is providing, then I jump into it. So I will encourage every one of you to deposit at least $15, even if you can't deposit $200. But I will encourage you to deposit at least $15. Join the premium group, and you'll be getting this daily analysis, daily signals. At least in a day, you can't do without getting 2 signals from Leo's premium group. So I will encourage everyone to join that group.
Okay, guys. Sorry about that. And thank you, Biodun.
Yeah.
All right. So let's continue. Let's continue with our class. Right. So this is okay, guys. Please let's prepare our account. Okay, just 3 minutes more to the high impact news. Right. 3 minutes more to the high impact news. Okay, just 2 minutes more. Get your account ready for the second volatility. All right. So this next one, I'm not just going to sell. Okay. We have a liquidity sitting around here. The market will decide, can just decide to come and take the liquidity. So we are waiting for the market. So on this, we are going to be having a target. Okay. So we have where we are going to place the trade from. All right. If this doesn't trigger our entry, no problem. But the first one that happened is because we saw the data before it did. Okay. But we have liquidity sitting around here. But I don't want us to set a sell limit. All right. So let's just wait for this market just a minute more. You can decide to continue good, it down movement. But I'm expecting the market to come all the way here before it continues the down movement. Okay. The liquidity here is why this market is still around this area. Is why it's refusing to go down further. Okay. Guys, get your account ready. So immediately we get a trigger, we are taking a sell entry. Get your account ready. XAUUSD. Stay on your chart, all right? XAUUSD, gold. Gold USD. We want to get a reaction to this area, all right? So let's see if the current candle is going to go all the way to that area and give us an entry. Okay. You see? Guys, you see what is going on? Get your account ready. Get your account ready, guys. It's happening again. All right. Come on, come on, come on. Get here, get here. All right. It's still happening, guys. Get your account ready. All right. So let's give it a minute more, because I don't want us to waste our time on waiting for this to get here. The impact is not as high as the first one. All right. You see? Okay, it's approaching. I'm telling you guys, it will still get here. All right. You need to take liquidity. All right. That's what we call liquidity. The market needs to feel it before it continues its down movement. All right. So let's not be bothered by this. Um, we can't take setups that doesn't meet our requirement. All right. The first one met our requirement. That was why we sold. This didn't get here. Okay. So let's not waste our time on this. Let's continue with our session, with our class, and then, if maybe by later it gets here, we can sell, all right? So, I wanted to show you guys what I actually did here, but, it will be a bit confusing for you guys, all right? To be a bit confusing. So let's just, continue with the easy part of analysis, okay? The easy part of analysis where you don't get to stress yourself too much, right? Analysis is gradually. You need to understand the market. So let me delete all of this. Let me delete this and make a fresh analysis, right? Let me quickly look at the XAUUSD to see what is going on there. Okay, so our entry is still not yet triggered. So let's continue, guys. Let's continue. All right. I hope by the before the end of our session, we'll get an entry, and then we can all take the trade together. All right. So this is the 4-hour time frame, and this is GBP USD. Okay. So on GBP USD, the trend is a downtrend. All right. This is a downtrend. Okay. So the next thing I want to do here is I want to go to my lower time frame. I can actually make my analysis from here, all right, but it will be too wide. So sometimes I make my analysis from the higher time frame, from the 4-hour time frame, all right. But if I'm not getting a clearer view, I go to the lower time frame to get a better view. Okay, you see, this is a better view. This is the 1-hour time frame. This is the 1-hour time frame. So you see what I'm doing right now is drawing my support, my trend lines, okay? The upper trend line and then the lower trend line, okay? And remember I said, whenever we have pair of trend lines, they become a channel, all right? So right now, since we have the upper and the lower trend line, this is a channel, okay? You can call it a channel. So you see, the market is moving around my channel, going up and down. So I have this point around here. When the market got to this point, it respected the trend line. You see, it respected the trend line all the way to this area. So what I'm waiting for right now is, to either get a break of this trend line or for this market to come all the way down to the lower trend line and, make an up movement from the trend line, from the lower trend line. All right. So this is how to make your analysis generally. This is how to make your analysis. All right. You want to be sure which one you are to draw. If you are to draw your support, your resistance, or use the trend line. Okay, it depends on how the market is going. Okay, I think here we can actually draw a box. Okay, a support box. All right, but if I want to do it this way, look at this. You see, it's messing with this movement. Yeah, it's messing with this, and I don't want that. Okay, you don't want to draw something that will be confusing. So I want a clean chart. I want something, clean, something showing me where the support and the resistance should be. Okay, so I prefer most times you don't get to draw, maybe you don't get the chance, or you don't get where to draw your support or your resistance box. Okay, so that is where the trend line comes in. So if you don't get, you know, so look at this right now. Okay, this goes well here. All right. So I have this. This is another confirmation, just in case maybe we, get a break of this trend line to the top side. All right. So if we get a break of this trend line to the top side, then I want to get a retest. Okay. So we are going to be talking about retest in no time. But I just want to be sure that you guys understand everything that we discussed or we talked about yesterday. Okay. So this thing is not hard. All right. It just take practice. Okay. So don't just come to the evening session and then after the evening session you close everything and leave it till the next evening session. Right? It doesn't work that way. If you really want to be serious with this, if you want to learn how you can start taking trades yourself, how to make analysis, you have to practice. Okay. So after the end of the session, just open your book, or if you maybe took screenshot of everything I did, try implementing it on your own chart also. All right. Try implementing it. So um, when this market falls down to this area, to the lower trend line, what we'll be expecting, or what we should be looking out for, is a rejection candle. Okay, something like this. You see, this is a rejection candle, right? This is a rejection candle. This is a beautiful rejection candle. Okay, let me just draw this out. This is a beautiful rejection candle. This is another one here. Rejection candles. All right. This is a rejection candle. You see, it has a small body and a long wick. Right? Those are rejection candles. Okay. I love rejection candles. So anytime my market is on my support or resistance, or maybe on my support or resistance trend line, um, so when I get something like this, I take entry immediately. I don't even wait for any other confirmation. That is a good confirmation enough. Okay, that is enough confirmation that the market is going to go my direction. All right. So now, guys, I hope you understand everything that we've been doing here. Okay. We started this on Monday, and this is Wednesday. It's time to move on, isn't it? Yeah. So if you have any question on this, please let me know before I proceed. Okay. Let me know before I proceed. So let's just take a glance at our XAU USD pair and see what is going on there. Oh, we didn't get an entry. Okay, the market just continue going down. See, it didn't get our entry, but I'm sure the market will still go all the way here to trigger this. It's very important for the institution. Okay, we call it institution flow. Okay, institutional flow. The market will go all the way to this because there's a liquidity line around here. So let's continue. Let's continue with our session. Guys, if you have any question, ask me before I proceed to the next level. Okay. So I believe it's time to graduate from drawing support and resistance and even the trend line also. Okay. So we've discussed about support, resistance, trend line, and our entry model. Okay. Entry models. So now, if you have no question, let me just proceed. let me, you know, let me show you, or let me teach you how to get a breakout and retest. Okay.
Sorry,
Because
Leo.
most of the
Sorry
time,
to cut you
okay,
short. Sorry to cut you short,
okay,
Leo.
okay,
I think
okay,
somebody here is saying that's the Mary. She's saying that he's saying that I don't understand. I would suggest that if you do not understand Jay's class, tomorrow's class is going to start afresh from the basics.
yes,
So you can also join tomorrow's class to just follow along. But you can still stay here and see how the analysis are being done so that you can better understand it tomorrow. Then somebody is also asking, Jerry Okele, is there a
okay,
PDF with images? Is there a PDF with images? I don't know if you have any PDF you want to share or
okay.
there's any.
A PDF. Don't worry, Jerry. That will be arranged. Okay, that will be arranged, and when it's ready, I'll let you guys know. All right. But for now, let's just focus, concentrate more on this. All right. This is very important. Even if you get the PDF right
Okay,
now. Uh, okay, Biodun, you wanted to say something?
no, continue, continue. I thought you are done with him.
Okay. Okay, okay. Even if you have the PDF right now, it's not going to be, so useful because I still need to make explanations. All right. But after all of this, I'm going to prepare a PDF. All right, so that you can go through them later. Okay.
Then
Okay, Biodun, you can.
the last question by
Yes.
Francis
Okay.
Chukudima. He said, "Why did you choose the goat to take the news?" He's just curious.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. You see, it's just personal for me. All right. Is personal. So you can decide to take the news on any pair you want, any pair of your choice. Okay, Euro USD, GBP USD. I just love trading the gold pair when a news event is about to happen. It's personal. Okay, I hope I answered your question.
Yes,
All
I think
right.
you have answered it.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Verdon. Let's continue with our class because we are getting close to the end of the session. All right. So if you have any more questions, please feel free to ask. All right. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask. So talking about a breakout and retest. Okay. So most of the time you are going to draw your trend line, your upper trend line, and your lower trend line. Okay. And then the next thing you see is boom, it didn't respect the trend line. Okay. The market will just go above your trend line or go below the lower trend line. Okay. So when you get such movement, such market movement, the market is actually trying to provide you with a new opportunity. Okay, so maybe assuming you are waiting on this market, okay, you are waiting for this market to come all the way down here and then to start making uh, an uptrend, okay, a buy movement, but it didn't happen. What happened is the market came down here and then broke this lower trend line to the downside. Okay, what this means is that the market want to continue selling. All right, that means the selling trend is still powerful. All right, so it simply means that the selling is going to continue. Okay, so let's look for examples. All right, let's look for examples of such trend. Okay, let's look for examples for such trend. Okay, so I think we have this here. Yes, this is beautiful. This is a beautiful example of such trend. So here we have a support. Okay, we have a support lying around here. So guys, look at this. You see, we have this. Okay, we have this movement to the top side. We have this other movement to the top side. All right. So when we got this, after this happened, you draw your box, your support box, waiting for the market to come all the way down to your box again, and then waiting for a confirmation to take a buy entry. Okay. Yeah, it's bought for some times. But after this, what happened? The market broke out. Okay, this is our support zone. The market broke out of the support zone. Okay, so when if something like this happen, it means the selling trend is still powerful. All right, that means the selling market is going to continue, but you want to wait for another confirmation before you can actually place a sell trade. Okay, so that confirmation is what we call a retest. Okay, so whenever we get a breakout, the market always comes back to retest that support zone. Okay, it was previously a support zone, but here where we got this breakout, the market came all the way down. Okay, came back up to make a retest. Now, what is it? Is turning this support zone to a resistance zone. Remember what I said yesterday? I said anytime you get a resistance, whenever you have a resistance zone sitting around any market price or any point, the market will start selling from such zone. Okay, so this is an example of what happened when a market breaks out of a resistance of a support zone. Okay, so the opposite happens for a resistance also. When the market breaks up, break to the top side, the market will make a retest. Okay, turning the resistance to a support. All right, the market need to continue to go down. All right, but it needs something to push it down. And what pushes the market to the downside is resistance, right? So this is previously a support zone. The market needs to come back to make a retest, okay? Touch it and confirm it's turning it to a resistance, okay? And you see, after the retest, what happened? The market can continue to go down, okay? It continued to go down, in fact, all the way to this price point, all right? So let me show you another example. Let me show you another example. Okay, let me show you another example, right? So let's make another example. This is still a selling trend. Let me look for a buy trend. Wow, this is beautiful. You see, this is a buy trend. So here we have this point. You see, the market was coming all the way up before it changed direction here. Okay. So we have um, a resistance sitting around this area. This was the last low. Okay, that was the last low. But instead of drawing the last low, okay, yeah, let me just draw the last low out. We have a resistance, a support around this area. Okay, so let me just take it from here. Let me take it from here. All right. So we have a support here. We have a resistance here. Okay. So you see what is happening here? Every time the market goes back into the support, it buys to the top side. Okay. And then we had this resistance. We had this resistance. Okay. So now this resistance, something actually happened here. Let me zoom to the top side so that you can see that better. You see, we have this point, we have this point, we have this third point. You see, they actually connect. Okay. So that means we can draw a trend line all the way to wherever the market is going to continue from. Okay. I think it came all the way to this area. You see, it's connecting this, it's connecting this. All right. So since I have one touch, two touch, three touch, I like to draw it all the way down until, maybe I just want to see if the market will come back to retest it. Okay. It didn't touch it here. It didn't touch it here, but it came, see where it came to touch it before the market continues to go down. All right. So now let's talk about the breakout and retest here. All right. Let's talk about the breakout and retest here. You see, the market was previously making an uptrend. Okay, so every time it comes back to the support, it goes up. All right. You see, every time it comes back to the get to the support, it tries to go up until this area. Okay. So when the market got here, what happened? This was supposed to be another retest for the market to go up, okay? But unfortunately, it broke it down to the downside, okay? So this is our support zone. This is a support zone. And look what happened. The market broke it to the downside, all right? After breaking it, what happened? It retested it. This is a retest, okay? This is a retest. All of this you are seeing here right now is a retest. This is what a retest looks like, okay? So this is what a retest looks like. You see, it broke out, retested the support, turning it to a resistance box before going down, before continuing the trend to the downside. Okay, before continuing its trend to the downside. All right. So let me look for an opposite direction so that I can make example with an opposite trend. Okay. So the two examples we've made here so far is, for support. Let's look for um, examples on resistance also. So this is a beautiful example for a resistance. This is a beautiful example for resistance. Okay. So I have this. I have this. This is 2 already. And then I got this also. This is 3. Okay. This was a previous resistance zone. Okay. You see, this is a resistance zone. So every time the market goes into a resistance, what happened? The market sells down. Okay. But this case here was different. Okay. When the market got here, what happened? The market broke out. Okay. The market broke out. It broke out to the top side. And then after breaking out, what happened? The market made a retest. Okay. Turning our previous resistance into a support before making its way to the upside. Okay. And you see, every time the market comes into that box again, what happened? It buys. All right. That is a confirmation that the previous resistance is now a support. Okay. So you see, even though it broke back into it again, you see what happened? It just continued going down, going up every time it comes back into that box. Okay. So every time it comes back into that box, what happens? It continues to go up. All right. So this is a great confirmation that the previous resistance zone has been turned to a support zone. Okay. Previous resistance is now a support. All right. So guys, I hope this example is enough. Or let me just make another one. Okay, let me make one more example. Since we made 2 examples on the, using the support. So let's make other example using the resistance also. Let's make another example. So this is a beautiful trade right now. This is a current market trend. And you see what happened here? We have this little break. Okay, we have this 1 point, we have this second point. This is a valid resistance zone. Yeah, this is a valid resistance zone, and then we got this break to the top side. This is a valid resistance zone, and then we got this break to the top side. This is a resistance zone where you were waiting for this market, waiting for this candle to get here, and then to continue its down movement. But what happened? Instead, it broke it to the upside. And then here now we are getting a retest. Okay, we are getting a retest. But I won't take this trade. Why? Because I have a trend line. Okay, so you see right now, this is not a clear market structure. Okay, This is a consolidation happening around here. This is a consolidation happening right now. So what I'll do is I'll wait for the market to go above my trend line. Okay. I told you forex trading requires a lot of patience. Right. I'm not saying you can't scalp this market. You can go to the lower time frame to scalp, but if you want a professional advice, I would advise you to wait for a break of this, okay? Or maybe if this is going to close below this again, all right? So what I'll do is I'll wait for this market to break above this upper trend line before I look for a buy position, all right? But if you are a scalper, if you want to be a scalper, taking sharp trades, you know, taking maybe a trade that is going to run for 15 or 30 minutes, now you can just go down to the maybe 5 minute time frame. You see, this is the 5 minute time frame. Look how the market is reacting to the previous support or previous resistance turn support. All right. So guys, um, I believe my explanation is comprehensive. If you have any question, please ask me before I end this live session. All right. So if you have any question at all, on everything that I've been discussing, everything that I've been communicating. If you have any question, let me know. Okay. So if you have any question, let me know, because it's 8 p.m. already, and this session.
There's actually no question at the moment. All questions
Oh,
has been
okay.
answered. Yes.
Okay. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, guys. So if you have no question, I'm assuming that you understand everything um that I've been talking about since the beginning of this session. Okay. So tomorrow is another day. Okay. We want to take this, step by step. You don't need to rush things. Okay. Um, like I always say, the forex trading requires a lot of patience, okay, and a lot of practice. Okay. So you want to study little and then practice the little that you've studied. Okay. So you come back next time, to come and study more, and then go back and reverse what you've studied. All right. So I think we should stop here for today. Tomorrow is another day. And if you're just joining us for the first time, don't worry. Tomorrow I'm going to be, starting everything from the beginning. All right. So please do not miss tomorrow's session. All right. And make sure if you haven't fund your account, go and fund your account. Okay. Fund your account with at least $15 on this live stream so that you'll be qualified to join my premium group. All right. So what I do on the premium group is I provide signals. So all of this right now, everything I'm doing here right now, I sit down and do it. So when I get an opportunity for a buy or a sell, all you have to do is set an alert on your telegram account, set an alarm. So anytime I drop any update, you get notified. All right. So when you get notified, all you have to do is just follow my instruction. If I tell you to buy, you buy. If I tell you to sell, you sell. And then we make money together. It's just as easy as that. Okay. And to be qualified to join the premium group, all you have to do is just fund the account with at least $15. Guys, if you want to do that right now, it has to be on this live stream. Okay. And if you want to do that right now, go to the chat room. On top of the chat room, you see a banner where deposit with benefit is written on. Click on that banner and it will take you straight to where you can fund your account. Okay. So follow the procedures. An account details will be generated for you. So follow the procedure, send the money you want to fund, send it to the account details, and your account will get funded. All right. So come with the account tomorrow afternoon and let's trade live together again. Okay. So we've come to the end of our session for today. Biodun, please, if you have anything you want to say to them, um, I would like to end the session in any minute from now.
Nothing in particular than what we've been saying all the while. Join the
Okay.
premium group. Me and Leo will always be there to help you, assist you in making sure that you make consistent profit always. Yeah. Thank you for today. We'll see you tomorrow again.
All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. God bless. Good night. All right, Biodun, good night.
All right.